maybe you are a UX designer who has just received their first time UX design job offer and you are wondering if the offer is fair. Or you are a young enthusiast UX designer who is actually looking for a career change and you want to know if your income will increase. You want to know if the journey, the difficulties will be paid off. Both of these situations are valid, whether you have received your first offer or you are wondering if the difficulty will be worth it. And the answer to that is pretty complex, because what determines a salary is not just about the things you can control, such as your expertise and skill set, but also things that are outside of your control, like your location or the taxes you have to pay. And that is why in this video, I'm going to be showing you first time UX design salary you can expect, and I'm going to make it as real as I can. So I'm going to be taking the location as Canada, and I'm going to also be picking cities and also your experience level, but you can adjust these conditions and constraints and find out how much you will be making in your location. Now, the first thing you want to do to get an accurate estimation of your first time UX design job salary, you want to be prepared. So you probably should use either Glassdoor or PayScale and go and write the job title you are applying for or got the offer of, so that you can find the averages. Now, a lot of things will influence the average salary you will actually get in your search results, such as your expertise and skills. So if you are a 5-year UX designer getting a job, you will have a different average salary than if you were a 3-year UX designer. Make sure that you actually put those on, and also your location to get the average of, and then we will play with certain criteria also, so that you will understand what kind of an income you can take to home. This is how you would do your kind of offer research. You would go to a site like Glassdoor, and let's just say we want to go to the salary section after you sign up. And I'm gonna pick the city, let's say for Waterloo, Ontario, and I'm gonna pick this as the title of the job, let's say user experience designer. And then I'm going to get the average, which is 72,000 average base pay. And what I would do is, and again, this is kind of missing certain points, such as that this is the UX designer, probably of 2 to 3 years. And on the right side, you can see how much a senior designer is paid, and as it increases. Now, you can also look for other sites such as PayScale, or you can also check here as very high confidence is that it's large number of people have searched for this. You can also check other sites such as PayScale to confirm, and then can go to the job negotiation with the amount of information you have at hand. Or if you're a job enthusiast, you can get an idea of what kind of a job you can go for at a particular location, so you can understand if moving to a particular location is worth to you or not. For me, I actually was living in Halifax, and this job that I got was in Waterloo, and it was very worth it for me to relocate here because it's a tech city and it pays much better. One thing to keep in mind when you actually are thinking if a particular salary offer is good is you want to make the difference of the written salary offer and how much you are gonna take at home. What this means is how much taxes are you going to pay and how much is the living expenses in that city that you are actually going to. For example, UI UX designer salaries in San Francisco are going to be much higher than the UI UX design salaries, let's say in Waterloo. But one thing that is different is the cost of living is much more expensive in the San Francisco than Waterloo. So you actually have to adjust the living expenses and the taxes so you can find out your take home pay to actually compare and contrast those two offers. Now, another thing that will actually influence the salary offer you get and your negotiation chips is that the skills you have. For example, you are actually getting a UI UX design job offer, but in the responsibilities, they are also asking as a bonus if you know HTML and CSS. Normal UI UX designer is not supposed to know HTML, CSS or JavaScript. So if you do know, and it will actually be important for the job, the tasks, the responsibilities, you can actually actually negotiate a higher salary, and you can also search for, you can go much more deeper in your offer search in Glassdoor or PayScale to get a salary that actually matches your responsibilities and tasks. Now, your experience also matters in determining the offer you get and whether it's fair or not. So make sure that you actually allocate the right amount of experience you have. If you are around 1 to 2 years, you are probably a junior UX designer. If you are 3 to 5 years, you are probably middle. And then if you are a senior designer, you are probably 5 years or plus. What also matters is the experience you have in other careers before you worked on UX design. For example, if you're a programmer or software engineer of 3 years and you were in the same industry, the tech, and then you switch to UX designer, offer because you've been in the industry and your skills are actually valuable. And if you haven't, you probably should ask for more because your skills do actually matter. Offer because you've been in the industry and your skills are actually valuable, and if you haven't, you probably should ask for more because your skills do actually matter. Now, your salary is not the only thing that is going to influence how much money you are gonna take home at the end. For example, let's say you have two offers at hand from the company X and the company Y. The company X is offering you $75,000 as a UI UX designer, and the company Y is offering you $72,000 as a UI UX designer. Difference is the company Y is offering 2 more weeks of vacation per year and is also offering insurance and benefits while the company X doesn't. If you make the math, you will find out the company Y's total package is much better, assuming every other item on the list is the same, because 2 more weeks paid vacation means that you are actually getting paid around $74K without working, and then you are also insurance benefits in Canada. That will probably be $2K if it's very good, $3K, so you would get paid much better. What I'm suggesting is you want to come with a list of your own to the negotiation, or you want to come with a list when you are job searching if you're an enthusiast, because it is not just one factor that influences the total salary, it's others such as budgets, learning options, or paying for relocation, and all of those matter. And make sure that you ask about the offer and learn about those. And also, if you are just job searching, make sure to read the job post to see if they are actually offering those benefits. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. I appreciate it a lot. And if you actually benefited from this video and you want to learn more about how to become a better UI UX designer, please smash that subscribe button below if you haven't already, so that we can stay in touch. Hey guys, I have put 2 more videos at the end of this video that I believe will make you have a better career in UI UX design. Make sure you check them out, and if you have any questions, make sure that you drop a comment below.